Bringing the palms together, tuning in. Inhaling, exhaling. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale to begin. Holding the breath. Exhale. Inhale. Welcome to Kundalini Yoga. I am Nahal Atma and this is Kovalya Amrita. We're here today in Brisbane, California, going to bring a little yoga to you as well as a little chat on whatever arises, really. So this past weekend we made it to Mount Shasta. We acquired these beautiful Shiva lingams. This is Alika. And it was a great opportunity to kind of settle into deepening our Kundalini yoga practice in nature, in the beautiful space of Mount Shasta, the heart chakra of the earth, as well as to observe and be a part of some very beautiful ceremonies with our friend Jose Munoz, and just the opportunity to be in this space during this like amazing planetary transition and generally a space of transition, the end of a huge cycle that we were going through. So I mean, it was just so lovely being there with you and with all of our new friends. And if you wanted to share anything, any reflections that you had, or any takeaways that we experienced together.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
It was a really, like one of those times when, you just put one foot in front of the other and watch the magic unfold. Like there was, we were just in sync with people. Like one day we were like, let's go to the headwaters and collect some water, and we show up there and our friends are there. I think that happened 2 days in a row.
Like 3 times.
Yeah, 3 times. We were like, oh, I know you. Oh, look at you. You're here. And there's something really magical about that. And we met all sorts of people, different characters, some people who felt like really in sync with themselves and some people who didn't. Mm-hmm. And it was really such a blessing to me to see how people could be attracted to who we are and how we be being, and then repelled by it. And so it was a real gift to me to see sort of this, as I've been practicing, I haven't always had this, repelled people who weren't like at the right vibe for me. And it just seemed like a natural thing now, like just, what is at the highest and best just comes through and stays and wants to stay. And that was a really special takeaway for me this weekend, was really seeing this practice I've been doing come so alive in so many areas of my life. I wouldn't have thought of that I needed it or that it would have been useful or yeah, so
it's funny how it works so subtly. I think for me that's been my experience. Mm-hmm. And seeing it in other people that I've introduced it to or in the same circles, and it's worked very quickly for you. It seems like only 4 months maybe. Mm-hmm. And your experience seems to have like these different layers of depth maybe, or I know we were reading earlier about like how it conditions the subconscious mind and the conscious mind and adjusts these patterns within not just the mental realms but also reprogramming the physical body
and the auric field, like just the whole vibration that I'm living in and from and who I am, like, and these amazing revelations. Like I was reading out of this book about the goddess Ma'at and how when we die she weighs our heart with a feather, and how that and then like there's this whole list of these rules you can't have broken in order for your heart to be as light as a feather. And you're reading through it as a human and you're thinking like, this is impossible. Like you can never have lied, you can never have like, been jealous or envious or like all these impossible things. Mm-hmm. And I was puzzling over it with the author, who was like, how do you do that? How does one do that? And I was doing our practice and I brought that question into our practice and I got the answer. It was so beautiful. It just revealed itself to me during the practice, was that, well, when we're sitting in our divinity and in the royalty of being the divine, of course we're light as a feather and pure. And when we die and we know that about ourselves and we live from that, then of course we're going to be light as a feather, because that is all we are. Yeah. So I just feel like the Kundalini yoga works on so many levels that we don't even imagine that it would.
Or conscious of in the moment.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you for sharing that story. It's a very story time way of, I remember Yogi Bhajan saying at the end of our life, we, as a soul, we're in the etheric realms and we see everything flash before our eyes in less than a minute. We see our whole human incarnation and every experience that we've had. And we judge ourselves and based on what we've experienced and who we've been, we go to a certain place. So it's I love the story time ways of talking about it though, versus that it's okay, our soul's gonna be judged or something. But this weekend was the end of a 26,000 year cycle this like really hit hard for me. Just kind of having the plan to go up to Mount Shasta, but also just kind of having everything work out and bring us with these together with these very beautiful people that are on this kind of same mission as us, and people that are coming into these big realizations and feeling what's happening on the planet right now in terms of the elevation of energy, and how we are given this time to process and get to know ourselves and open up and reflect our light onto other people to be able to heal them and to be able to allow them to have a solid experience of themselves now in this incarnation on planet Earth. Yeah, I mean, it just really reinforced, the whole experience just really reinforced this very essential practice in my life, this Kundalini yoga that has given me so much. I've seen the need for it and the need to be in this place of being able to optimize your system and to be strong with all of this energy bombardment that's happening with 5G and all of these different higher energies that are now coming in, planetary energies. It's really an essential practice to be able to have not only a baseline experience with yourself and your experience, but also an elevated experience, and being able to experience your happiness and your divinity on these higher levels has just been so joyful and so redeeming. So that's why we're here bringing this practice and these experiences to you. So is there anything else that you wanted to share?
I just wanted to say that I think part of what you're getting at too is that when we're doing this as individuals, it also elevates us as a community. Just like with your local community and the people that we're immediately touching, but also globally. And that's part of the beauty, is that our consciousness makes a difference, and who we be being ripples out and affects everyone. And that it's just such a blessing when we're operating at a high level of being, and it's just such a gift to be a light in your life. And that for you to shine in your radiance and your beauty and share your gifts freely and unapologetically is just the medicine that we all need.
Thank you. Yeah, that need for community.
Yeah.
It's great. It's forgetting something. Okay. So we'll get started with some yoga. So we're going to bring the right hand to the thumb to the right nostril, and we're just breathing through the left nostril. Inhaling Sat, exhaling Nam on the exhale. The left hand can be in Gyan Mudra, rested. Eyes can be closed or open. Continuing that breath cycle. And this left nostril breathing is focusing on apana, which is an eliminating force in the body. We're stimulating digestion, elimination, as well as this breath can be used throughout your day if you have any sort of experience of anxiety or imbalance of high energy. This is a very calming breath. Keeping the mantra going, Sat Nam. Inhaling, holding the breath, squeezing Mula Bandha, your rectum, sex organs, and navel, holding the breath in. And exhale through both nostril, releasing the hand. Allowing the breath to return to normal. So we're going to Sufi grind. So we're grabbing our knees and we're rotating the torso counterclockwise. Counting 26 rotations. And this is great for digestion. And it's great for the liver. Yogi Bhajan said if you do this for 11 minutes a day, you will have no problems with Mr. Liver. I think those were his words. When you've reached 26, inhaling, center, and continuing in a clockwise directions 26 times again. Still keeping the mantra Sat Nam going with the inhale and exhale. This is the most important aspect of these postures. It's not the physical movement, it's not the breath, it's the mantra actually. So really making sure that we're keeping that. When you've reached 26, go ahead and inhale and hold and exhale. And just one more posture that I wanted to demonstrate. It's another really simple It's just seated on the heels, so this is rock pose. And we're not going to do anything here. I just wanted to note that um, this posture is really, really good for digestion. So if you're ever in a casual space where you can have the opportunity to sit like this, it's a really helpful posture. Yogi Bhajan said that you can digest rocks if you sit in this pose every day.
Mhm.
So that's just a fun one. And we're going to move on now. So sitting in any posture with a straight spine, you can keep the rock pose. Making the lips in an O shape. And we're inhaling the air as if you're drinking in a series of repeated small sips. Inhaling as many sips as you can possibly. Hold. Close the mouth. Hold the breath in and rotate the belly, churning your stomach with the breath held until you can't hold the breath anymore. And then very, very slowly, when the breath can no longer be held, gently releasing the breath in one stream through the nose. Repeat the cycle. Just 2 more times. One more time. Relax. I notice how this Kriya automatically makes the system heat up. So the act of holding the breath and squeezing the mula bandha, the rectum, sex organs, navel, combined with this rotating movement, is very good for the digestive system, but also creates this internal fire that allows the things to move through the system. So you can do this up to twice a day, but no more than twice a day, so morning and night. It's really good for mastering your digestive system if you have any issues or just want to increase or reset your metabolism. It's amazing, very short and sweet. And again, like last class, we did the Kirtan Kriya. So this is a Kriya for resetting our habits. So it takes 40 days to establish a new habit within the system. So these Kriyas are given to practice once. Sure, once is great, but if you really have the opportunity to do a daily Kriya, especially this one is really good for replacing your bad habits with positive promoting habits. So it's basically just reprogramming the subconscious mind so you have a better experience of yourself, put simply, and other people have a better experience of you. So the mudra is going to be touching the thumb tip to index finger. Sa is the sound. Ta is the middle finger. Na is the ring finger. And ma is the pinky finger. Sa, totality. Ta, creativity. Na, destruction. Ma, regeneration and birth. So we're doing a full cycle. And we're going to switch between verbalizing the Sata Nama, whispering Sata Nama, and internally chanting Sata Nama. Eyes are closed. Focus at the brow point. Sata Satanama, 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 Satanama. Whispers. Internally vibrating. Projecting the sound from your third eye. holding the breath. Exhale. Coming onto the back into corpse pose. Starting with the toes, relaxing every part of the body. Rolling the wrists and the ankles, moving the fingers and the toes. Cat stretching from side to side, bringing the left knee in, squeezing the left knee in over the chest, or over the other side of the body, sorry. And squeezing the right knee in, rotating over the body. Squeezing both knees in and rolling up to seated position, bringing the hands together. Shine upon you, all thank you for joining us today. Satnam.
Um,